Hello, welcome. We're going to do Primal Life Yoga tonight, this afternoon. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. So let's get moving. So before we start, I want to give you a couple tips on how to engage your core. I've got a zipper. I'll come up a little closer to you guys so you can see me better. So what I want you to think about is breathing in, and as you exhale, you're pulling your navel in. Imagine your zipper is open, and as you exhale, look, zip it up. So you're lifting your navel up like you're zipping up a zipper. Now when you inhale, it's not this, it's a very slow opening of the zipper. The exhale, tummy in and zip it up. Inhale, let the zipper open slowly, and exhale, lift. Second part, think about your frontal hip bones like a drawstring on this little pouch. So breathing in, and as you exhale, you're going to imagine your hip bones drawing towards one another, like cinching this little bag closed. So the inhale, breathe in. The exhale, imagine your hip bones are drawing towards one another like that. And one more time. The exhale, feel the hip bones cinch towards one another like you're drawing a drawstring close. So we put the zipper and the drawstring together, it engages our core really well. I love that. So zip it up, draw your drawstrings together. I'm going to cue it like that throughout class. So I just wanted to give you that little tutorial before we started. So let's sit up, whatever way is comfortable for you. So we're going to start class with 3 Oms. It's A-U-M. So take a deep breath. And inhaling. Now we're going to recite the first sutra. So just repeat after me. Hatha Yoga Nushasanam. Hatha Yoga Nushasanam. Hatha Yoga Nushasanam. That's the way my instructor Larry Payne from Loyola Marymount starts all of the classes, is with 3 Oms and the first sutra. The first sutra we just recited means, and now the teaching of yoga. So anyway, let's get started. Let's start with our Nadi Shodhana, a balancing breath, before we start the movement portion. This is Chester, my kitty. So it looks like she's going to be in and out through our practice today. My other cat, Chloe, is locked, sequestered in my bedroom because she causes havoc. So she's away and Chester's with us. Chester, can you move, please? Get off my mat, love. Good job. Okay, let's start with Nadi Shodhana. So you're going to make a hang loose sign like you're in Hawaii, and then bring the ring finger up. You're going to place the thumb on the right nostril, and then we're going to switch and bring the ring finger to the left. So it's opening and closing alternate nostrils. So let's start with a deep breath in. A long breath out. And one more time, deep breath in, a nice cleansing breath. And long breath out. And then you're making this hang loose sign with the pinky and the ring finger and the thumb. So closing off the right nostril with the thumb. As you inhale, breathe in the left. Switch and breathe out the right. Now breathe in the right. And switch and breathe out the left. Keep going. going, it's a balancing breath. It's both of the channels, the Ida and the Pingala, both balanced. This has to do with your chakras. And it brings the breath back to a balanced state. Very calming for anxiety. Let's do a couple more rounds. Now inhale right, hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale left, and hold the breath out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale left, hold for 4, switch, exhale right, hold for 4. Inhale right, hold for 4, switch, exhale left, and hold for 4 out. Inhale left, switch, exhale right, go back just to the normal, and inhale right, and switch, and exhale left. Couple more. Last one. Good. Now deep breath through both nostrils. Sigh it out, open your mouth. One more. Does your nose feel more open? Mine does. Chester, I'm going to have you move, baby. So let's come to standing, people. Whatever way you need to do to get to standing, come to standing. Let's start with our upper body right now. So bring your hands to your heart. Look at your feet. Toes are pointing straight ahead. They're not out, angled out. You find your Tadasana. Your knees are not locked back. They've got a little bend. Your pelvis is in neutral. You're widening through the collarbone. The head is back so that the ear is over the shoulder. And I want you to bring your palms face forward. And feel Tadasana. Now bring your hands to your heart and namaste. As you inhale, look up, bring your arms up. And as you exhale, chin to chest. As you inhale, arms to the cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep your tummy in, so don't let the back arch. Keep your belly in. And then back to the namaste and chin down. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, opening to the cactus, keeping your belly in. And then back to your heart. And chin down. Couple more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Opening to the cactus, squeezing, widening the chest. And then back to your heart. And last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Opening to the cactus. And then back to your heart. Good. Let's bring our right hand out, our arm out in front of us. You're going to inhale, open up, watch the hand. And then the exhale, bring the hand to the opposite shoulder, chin down. Inhale, we open. This is called mirror on the hand. And exhale, back to the shoulder and chin down. Keep it going. Inhale, you open. And exhale, you fold. And one more time. So starting to open your chest. And work the neck muscles a little bit. Other side. Left arm out in front. Inhale, open. Exhale, hand to the opposite shoulder, chin down on the diagonal. Inhale, open, keep your belly in. And exhale, fold. Let's do 3 more. Two more to go. Now bring your shoulders up and make some nice shoulder circles. Now I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to incorporate this into our Warrior 2. I call it an arm sweep. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to stand sideways. I want you to inhale and raise your right arm up. Look at the hand. And as you exhale, bring the hand to the low back with the palm facing out and the shoulder back. And then you look down. Let's try that. Inhale, you look up. And then exhale, palm to the lower back. Look down and make sure the shoulder's back. Let's do one more. This is called an arm sweep. So it's lengthening your neck. We just did some stuff for our neck. We're going to put that into our warriors. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now, let's start with warrior 2. I normally start with warrior 1, but let's start with warrior 2. So if you have something on your mat, kick it off the mat. We're really not going to use anything today, no props. So let's widen our stance. Widen your stance. Take your right leg, which is probably your left, but I'm going to cue right, so you guys do your right leg. Lift the toes up and rotate the toes so that they're a 90-degree angle. The back foot, the heel kicks back a little. Got it? Bend the front knee and then straighten it. Just do that a few times, checking the alignment. If your knee's going way over your toes, you want to scoot your foot out. And now let's bring our arms up. Let's try that again. Let's bring our arms up this way and then straight out. Now look over the right hand. As you inhale, take a breath. As you exhale, bend into that lunge. As you inhale, come out. As you exhale, lunge. As you inhale, come out. And now you're going to lunge and you're going to stay there. So the knee's over the center of the foot. The back thigh is lifting and you're pressing through the pinky toe and the big toe. Now the left arm, the back arm, I want you to inhale it up, watch it, and then exhale it, bring it to the low back and chin down. Kick the right arm forward. Again, inhale up and exhale. And one more time. And now hold. So the palm of the hand is to the low back. Bring the shoulder back and chin down and breathe. So as you inhale, you're creating space from the ear to the shoulder. And your exhale, your tummy in. So you're pressing through that back foot. The inner thigh rolls up on the front leg. And one more breath. And then drop your arms. Parallel your feet. Let's do the other side. So the left foot, you're turning it to a 90-degree angle. The back heel steps back. Start to lift this back thigh up as you bend this knee. So the pinky side of the back foot and the big toe. Straighten the leg. So bend in and out of it a few times. Good. And then hold it, knee over center of foot, arms come out to the side. Arms are at equal height. So now you're going to inhale the right arm up, look at it, and then exhale, bring the palm up, shoulder back. Inhale up. Exhale back, keep your tummy in. Inhale up, look at it, and then this is called an arm sweep, and hold it to the low back, bring the shoulder back. Inhale, create space from the shoulder to the ear, and exhale, tummy in. 3 more breaths. So it's opening up your shoulder. And last one. And then drop your arms, parallel your feet. And let's keep them wide right now. So I'm going to have you inhale your arms circle up, exhale to a T, and now start to come forward. Keep your legs wide. Hold the belly in. Don't let the arms, I'm going to step sideways. So notice my hands are right out from my shoulders. They're not back here. They're right out here. So come down as low as you can. Bend your knees if you need to. Think about your tailbone is up and your belly's in. And you're creating a lot of strength in the shoulders. Couple more breaths. And then as you exhale, now if you can't round your back, if your spine doesn't allow it, stay up here. If you can, come down. Now another option, if your spine doesn't allow you to bend like that, I would have you come here. So then all of us bend into the right knee, stretching the left inner thigh, come back to center, and then bend the left, stretching the right inner thigh. But notice my back is straight here. So you can either be down here and rounding, or stay up here and keep the navel in and stretch. The exhale, you go to one side. The inhale, you come to center, but your navel's drawn in. Let's stay here and breathe. Whatever side you're on, stay here and breathe. So if you have osteoporosis, you want to think about your tailbone is up. Your tummy's in and your tailbone is up. Back to center, go to the other way. Tailbone up, tummy in. If you're on the chair, the other way you can just round. We want to honor our bodies. And one more breath. And then come back it up. Walk it out. If you're down, just start to bring your body up. Roll it up like a big rag doll. And then roll your shoulders down. Okay guys, good job. So chairs, we might use a chair if we need to, so a chair is good to have handy. So let's do our warrior one now. To open up the hips, so stepping to the back of the mat, finding your Tadasana. Big step forward with the right foot. Just like we did, we're squaring the center of the knee with the center of the foot. Knee over ankle. The back thigh lifts. Navel, see right now my navel is kind of going towards an 11 o'clock. It's off center. So my front leg, I need to widen it so I can have my navel right to center. Straighten the front leg, drop your arms. As you inhale, lift your arms up. And then you exhale and bring the arms and the knees straighten. So inhale, then your right knee bends as the arm comes up. And the exhale, the leg straightens as the arm comes down. So lifting up, holding, pressing the back leg, pinky toe and big toe, lifting the back thigh and breathing. The inner thigh on the top leg rolls up. It's in the center of your knee. As you inhale, hold the belly in and lift with the ribs. And the exhale, draw that navel in and zip it up. Feel the work on this hip. So you're strengthening the back and stretching the front. One more breath. And then drop your arms, straighten that right leg. Step it up, shake it out. Let's do the other side. So now the left leg comes forward. You bend your knee. You find your alignment. You start to lift the back thigh up. The back foot is just rotated out a little bit. The front leg, widen it out so that your navel comes center. Now inhale, straighten your leg. Take a breath. As you exhale, let's bring your arms up and bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Let's change the breath. I don't like that one. Inhale, up, arms come up, knee bends. Exhale, legs straighten, arms come to the side. Up, inhaling, down, exhaling. Third time we're going to stay. So make sure the front knee isn't falling in. Make sure the back thigh isn't bent or the knee so that you're pushing up and you're lifting your arms. So your inhale, lifting the ribs. The exhale, tummy in. 3 more breaths. And after that third breath, drop your arms and straighten that leg and step it up and shake it out. Good job, guys. Okay, let's do a triangle pose. So I want you to come out to a wide stance. Let's take our right ball of the foot, lift it up. The back heel kicks back. You're straightening your arms. You're going to inhale, reach forward, reach, reach, reach. And then bring your arm down and up. So what I don't want is bending at the waist. So if it feels like you're bending at the waist, you can always bring this top hand to a chair and lift. And imagine that your back is on a wall and the front shoulder is back. And breathe. Breathe in. So you can have your hand down by your calf. If you're really flexible, you can have your hand on the floor. But what we see a lot is because you want to get that distance and you start to round. That's not good. One more breath. Then come back up and drop your hands parallel your feet. You can move your chair to your other side if you're using a chair. There's nothing wrong with using props. It gets us to where we want to go without injury. Left foot, turn it out. Back foot, kick it back. Straighten both legs. Arms come to a T. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And then bring your hand down. Maybe it comes to the chair and the other arm comes up. Don't tip forward. Keep the right hip back, the right shoulder back. And breathe. Feel the stretch all along the side, triangle pose. Remember, you can have your leg down on your calf or the chair. For me, because of my IT band syndrome I'm dealing with since my surgery, hand on the chair works best for me. One more breath. Then bring it back up. Parallel your feet and shake it out. Shake your legs out. Woo, it's warm today. It's like 83 outside. And here we are in the house, right? But we got to do it, guys. Okay, the next one, I'm going to ask you to use a chair. So get a chair. This is called Pavrita Trikonasana. So what we just did is triangle. It's called Trikonasana in Sanskrit. This one is Pavrita Trikonasana, which is twisted triangle. And it's a good one if you have tight piriformis or if you have that sciatica syndrome going on. But I like using a chair. We teach with a chair at the hospital, so this is a good one. So what I'm going to have you do is just come into this bent knee warrior stance. So imagine we were doing the triangle. Let's do the triangle. Straighten the legs, and you're doing this triangle, right? I've got my right arm down and my left arm up, and my back is on a wall behind me. Now, what I want you to do is come up and bring the left arm down. Keep the right arm on your hip and twist, twist, twist. Press into that right foot and twist. So we're getting you can raise the arm up, but it's really difficult. So keep your hand on your hip and just twist. You should feel it a little bit in your glute muscle. That's your piriformis. If you want to feel more, you come down to the arm, to the forearm and twist. So wherever you are, feel that work in the glute. And then come back up. And let's change our legs. I'm going to do this side on this side. So now I'm bringing my left foot forward, my right foot back. Another good thing about this chair, it won't let you go over past your knee. So now let's do the regular Trikonasana. Arms out to the side. Come down with the left hand and bring your right arm up and straighten that leg. So you're in your Trikonasana. Your back is on the wall, your tummy's in, you're rotating your rib cage up. Now, bend the knee, come back up. Out you go. And now the right hand comes down, the left hand comes to the hip and twist. Do you feel this in your left hip? Yowza, I feel it a lot. And breathe. If you don't feel it enough, come down to your forearm and try it. Feel it all in this hip area. And breathe. Each exhale, pull the tummy in and maybe push that left hip back a little bit. And one more breath. And then unwind. And come back up. And then drop your arms and parallel your feet. Good job, guys. Shake your legs out after that. That's a good one. Okay. So going back to, let's do Uttanasana to unwind our backs. So remember, a chair is your friend. If you're not supposed to round your back, you can keep this, keeping a flat back. And remember, your tailbone is on the upswing, not tucked, it's up. That's for osteoporosis. Now the rest, if you don't have osteoporosis or a spinal condition that prohibits you from rounding your back, let's do Uttanasana. Let's inhale, bring our arms up. Hinging from the hips, we come down, come down, come down. Bend your knees generously and come down and hang. Remember, you're either up here or down here. Breathing in. The exhale, tummy in. Maybe start to straighten the legs and then bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. And last time, maybe straightening, maybe bringing your hands to the calves. Maybe they're down to the floor, whatever it is for your body. And breath, one more breath. Now to come up, press into the feet, draw your navel in, zip it up, and imagine the zipper's lifting your torso up. Remember the zipper. Good job, guys. All right, let's come down to the mat. I'm going to do a little bit of core work. But first we're going to take a break, so lay down. Get comfortable. Maybe a little blanket under your head, but nothing bigger than that. I'd rather have nothing. Unless when you lay back and your chin is cocked way up, then you're going to put something under your head. All right, let's get going. So remember, the zipper, down low, you pull your belly in, and then you zip it up. You think about your frontal hip bones drawing towards one another. This is the drawstring, this is the zipper. So I'm going to cue it like that. So let's lay back. Take a break. Legs are straight, knees are bent, whatever feels best to you. Focus on the belly breath, the pause, and then the long breath out, and the pause. Notice how you're feeling right now. Tune into the inside. What has come up for you right now? After we've done it about a half an hour of yoga, something's bound to come up for you. For me, when I did that twisted triangle, that Pavrita Trikonasana, my left hip was really tight. So it exposed that to me, so now I'm going to work on that more. Remember, my left hip has been on duty, over duty, for a long time until I had this right hip replaced. So this is all surgical related, my left hip, what's going on to it right now. But, yoga brings these things to our awareness, our tight spots, and then we can work on them. Okay, we're going to move on to core work. So I want you all to bend your knees. I'm going to flip it around. Have your feet on the floor. First, I want you to breathe into your navel. And as you exhale, draw your belly in and zip it up. Now inhale, slowly let the zipper open. And then exhale, tummy in, zip. One more time. Nice, slow control. Now let that go. Now let's practice the drawstring. So hands on the frontal hip bones. Without moving your hands, take a breath. And as you exhale, imagine that the hip bones are drawing towards one another, like that drawstring closing. 3 times. The exhale, cinch your hip bones towards one another. And the inhale, let them go. Not just slow. And last time. Good. Now let's put the zipper and the drawstring together. Breath in. As you exhale, zip it up and close the drawstring. Notice your back flattens. So we have our core engaged, friends. And this is, I love this cueing. I learned it from Doug Keller. He's a wonderful yoga instructor. 15 years taught in Iyengar yoga in India, and he taught at an ashram in India, and he's just a wonderful instructor. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of reading and picked that up from one of his articles, so it's a good one. Okay, guys, let's do our push down. So we do our marching. So breath in, the exhale, tummy in, back flat. Zip it up and draw your drawstring tight. Now bring your right thigh up, keeping the back flat. As you exhale, bring the heel down. As you inhale, bring the left thigh up. As you exhale, bring the heel down. So alternate. Breath in and breath out. So let's change the breath. Breath in. As you exhale, bring your right thigh towards your torso. And as you inhale, press your back flat and bring the heel down, right heel down. Exhale, left thigh to your torso. And inhale, press the heel down. A couple more. Just warming up our core. I don't want to do too much of this type today because it's going to tighten our hip flexors, and I don't want to work our hip flexors too much today. We're going to come onto our bellies in a second. Good. Now I want you to bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees splay open. So zip it up, draw your drawstring, take a breath, and as you exhale, I want you to bring your left thigh up so that the knee points straight up. And then inhale it down. Go to the right side. As you exhale, bring the right knee up. And as you inhale down, keep your back flat. So exhale left. Back is flat. Zipper drawstring engaged. Don't let the shoulders, if your shoulders are tightening up, that means you're not engaging your core enough. They don't need to be working right now. Just your core. A couple more. And now very slowly, both knees close. Feel the core closing. And then inhale, slowly open. And exhale, close. Back is flat. And one more time. Back is flat as you exhale. Drawstring and zipper. Good job, guys. Bring your feet close to your tushy. Bring your arms down to your side. Flex your elbows. Palms face in. Lift your right shoulder up and tuck that shoulder under and your left, widening the chest. So breathing into your belly. The exhale, tummy in, back flat, zip it up, and now start to lift your hips up into bridge. Pull the hips, the knees forward as you lift your heart towards your chest. Press into the feet evenly, big toe, little toe, center of heel. Tucking the chin, squeezing the bottom, breathing in, and tummy in more. Tailbone towards your heels. And one more breath. And then roll it down. Nice and slow. All the way down. Good. Okay, let's roll onto our stomachs. All the way over. Okay, we're going to do kneeling plank. Just to get, I like plank because it gets all your core working at the same time. It's a one-stop shop, I guess you could call it. Let's bring our hands to Sphinx pose. So your shoulders are right out, your elbows are out from your shoulders. And just come up for a few times and then come down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down. Couple more lifting. Tummy's in and down. So zip it up and lift and come down. One more time. Inhaling, zipping, lifting, holding. And now we're going to do the kneeling plank. So with kneeling plank, you're just going to think about pulling your navel in, cinching your hip bones towards one another, pressing into your arms, and just coming up into this flat back posture and holding. Press into the arms. Don't let the back sag. Lift it up. So your back is flat, as if you're pressing it into the floor. Hip bone squeeze, zippers engaged. Breathe. 2 more breaths. And then bring it down. Go to your right ear. Bring your palms face up and rock your hips side to side. Gonna do that one more time. So let's come onto our forearms. So it's good for people that have wrist sensitivity or shoulders. It's not so hard on your shoulders. Line up your shoulders, your elbows under your shoulders, spread your fingers. So I want you to start to lift your tummy up, up, up. Come onto your knees. Lift your tummy up, squeeze the hip bones towards one another, and breathe. Keep breathing. Look straight down. Draw those hip bones towards one another. Zipper that up and hold it. Don't hold the breath. Couple more. And then come down, go to the right ear, or wherever ear you didn't go to, and then rock it side to side. Good job. Let's roll back onto our backs. We'll do bridge one more time. Let's use our arms this time, in case the neck got tight. Bring your arms to your side. Heels come towards your buttocks. Imagine you have a block in between your thighs. So press into the feet. Big toe, little toe, center of heel. Tummy in, back flat. Squeeze your bottom together like you had a pencil there. Tuck the chin. Palms down. And let's lift up into bridge. Keep the palms down. Press into the backs of the arms. Knees go forward. Heart comes towards you. You shouldn't feel this on your neck. You should feel it right in the middle of the mid-back and the shoulders. So this is unwinding your core, strengthening the back body. Make sure you're not onto the pinky toe sides. You're right in the middle of the foot. Staying up, inhale, arms come up over your head. And exhale, everything comes down. See if you can get your hips and your hands to touch at the same time. Let's do it again. So we're going to tummy in, back flat, press into the feet. Inhale, lifting the hips and arms up. Tuck that chin. Breathe. Let's stay up here and breathe. So lifting knees forward and breathing. Your navel's engaged. You imagine you're squeezing a block. Don't let the weight be on the neck. Have it into the shoulder area, the mid-back. And one more breath. And as you exhale, time it, time it. See if you can get the hands and the hips to set down at the same time. Good job, guys. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock side to side, and then circle. Good job, guys. Go the other way. So bridge, when we lift and we squeeze, we're strengthening our glute muscles, our glute max. Now we're going to roll onto one side. I'm on my left side is down. Now you can use your arm under your head. You can use a blanket under your head, but nothing really, you want to have your head straight out from your spine, so not really up too much. We're going to do some clams. So bend your knees, have your ankles and your knees lined up with the long edge of the mat. I want you to pull your navel in a lot and then tip forward a little. So what happens with clams is once we start to lift this leg up, the tendency is to roll back. And when you do that, you're not doing it properly and you're not getting the best benefit. So think about the arm that's under you, unless you have it rolled behind your head, is straight out from your shoulder. The other arm is just in front of your sternum, your breastbone. So rotate your navel down a little bit. So I want you to have your heel on heel. Keep the navel engaged. And inhale, open up this top knee just as far. Now if you want to go further, you're going to have to roll back, but then you lose the correct angle. So it's just not a big one, but put your hand right here. Breath in. The exhale, lift. The inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, navel in. Nothing's moving but this. Your front body is not moving back. And lift. And down. Feel the work. So this is working the side glutes, balance muscles. And down. So lift, inhaling. And exhaling. And lift, inhaling and holding maybe. See how that feels. Is it starting to cramp? If it is, you're done. If it isn't, stay with me and hold. Notice how my heels are down and my toes are open, like a clam. My knees are like a clam. And then bring the knee down and bring that knee to chest and tap it out. While we're here, we'll do one more for this side glute area. So now I want you to keep this bottom leg bent. Press into it for stability. Straighten the top leg up. Notice, look at your foot. Is it cocked up? Is it toe down? Have it straight. So we're just doing side leg raises. So tap the leg down. Breath in. Navel in and lift it up. So it's only coming to the hip height, maybe a little higher, but not much. And inhale down. The exhale, lift. Make sure if you had a cup of water on the pinky ledge of your foot, it wouldn't be spilling. It's level. And lift. And lower. Inhale, lift. Navel in. Exhale, lower. Let's do 5 more. Super good for balance. Super good because we're sitting too much, so we need to engage our glute muscles and keep them nice and strong. 2 more to go. Keep your navel in. Nothing's moving but this leg, and hold. Just hold it. Now hold it and rotate the toes up without, press into this bottom thigh so that you're not moving. It's just strengthening this hip socket, this hip, this acetabulum in the femur head. Strengthening. And then rotate it down and bring your knee in and tap it out. Okay, let's roll it over. So let's bring it over to the other side. I'm going to flip it. So first we'll do the clams. Ankles, knees line up with the long edge of your mat. You've got this 90-degree angle. You've got something under your head. Could be the bottom arm. If you're not using the bottom arm, have it straight out from your shoulder. Rotate forward a little bit. Bring your navel in. So your navel is angled down a little bit. The heels are open. And now bring the knee down. Breath in. Let's inhale, open. And exhale, close. So don't rock back. Keep it forward. Lift. And lower. So we're strengthening this. Lift. And lower. Navel in. Squeeze. And lower. A couple more, then we'll hold it. I miss you guys. And one more dynamically. And And now we're gonna hold it. So hold it, squeeze, feel the work. Keep your navel just forward a little. It makes it a little harder, but we wanna get the full benefit from this, right? That's why we're doing it. Okay, one more breath. And then bring that thigh in and tap it out. We're almost done. Straighten the leg up. So it's not forward, it's in line with your hip. So I can't see my heel. I can see my midfoot to the toes. This right thigh is pressing down. I'm level. My toes are not up. It's not like water would fall down the back of that side of the foot. It's level. And then bring that foot down. Hold your navel in a lot. Breath in. As you exhale, lift, squeeze. As you inhale, lower. Flat ledge, lift, and lower. And notice I'm not way up here. If you're doing it right around here, your body's gonna stop. And lift, and lower. Let's do 5 more. Exhale, tummy in and lift. Your navel stays in the whole time. But the exhale, it's a little bit more. Squeeze right here. Two more to go. Keep going. And the last one, we're going to hold it. Hold the belly and squeeze. If it cramps, you're done. Bring it down. Are you pressing into the bottom leg too? And then knee into chest, pat it out. Good job, guys. Now we're going to come up to seated. We're going to do a little twist. So, how do we come up the proper way? Top arm in front of the sternum, front of the chest, and then you press yourself up. That keeps your spine straight. Okay, let's do a twist. So if you have something to sit on, that would be good. Maybe a folded blanket, folded towel. So you want to sit on something so that the pelvis rotates forward a little bit. Let's see, how do I want to fold my blanket? I guess that's good enough. So you're just going to put the blanket under your bottom. And you're going to bring your legs out. Bend your knees. Sit up nice and tall. And now let's bend our left leg. You can have it either right by the inner thigh of the right, or you can bring it across. The cross is a little bit more, so you pick what feels better to you. Take your right hand and bring it behind you. Your left arm is just coming inside, but I don't want you to press too hard on this leg. You're going to think about twisting with your tummy. So let's inhale, get tall. And as you exhale, pull your navel in and twist your lower back. Just the navel comes in. Then you get taller. And then you think about twisting your mid-back around. Then you get taller with the inhale. And then you just look over your right shoulder. So you're inhaling, getting taller. You're exhaling, twisting with your core, so navel in. You're squeezing out a rag. That's what your core is doing with your intestines right now. This is good for detox. Couple more breaths. Last one. And then start to unwind. And now we're going to do the other side. So now the right leg bends. You can stay here. Do your twist from here. You can cross it over a little bit more, so you pick which works best for you. So bring your right arm into the inner thigh of the right leg. The arm can be straight if you want, or you can bend the elbow, your choice. Inhale, get tall. As you exhale, pull your tummy in and twist. Inhale, get tall. Pull tummy in more and twist the mid-back back. Inhale, get tall. And exhale, twist a little bit more. And breathe. One more breath. And then unwind it. Shake your legs out. Good job. So this one here, we twisted to the right. This one here, we twisted to the left. So when we do our twist, we want to go to the right first. It just follows the path of digestion. Let's open up our legs. Tip your pelvis forward, nice and forward. So you don't want to round your back. You might want to touch your toes, but look at my upper back when I do that. When I let my ego take over. So I want to touch my toes. So I'm going to bend my back, but if you have osteoporosis, that's a no-no. So you want to lift your spine. Lift your spine. So you're sitting on something so that your pelvis tips forward. It reestablishes the low back curve. Bring your hands to your calves or to your thighs or in front of you, whatever feels good. Look at your toes, they're pointing straight up. You're going to inhale, lengthen. Your exhale, the tummy comes in and your heart comes forward. So maybe you want to interlace your hands and then come forward. That prevents you from rounding. So wherever you're tight, inner thighs especially, this is a good one for your inner thighs. And exhale, tummy in and come forward. Don't come too far. You don't want to pull your hamstrings, but you want to feel a good pull, a good stretch. One more breath here. And then lift yourself back up. Bring your legs together. Let's shake them out. Let's come off of our pillow or whatever we were on. And let's come back to our backs. Let's stretch out our hips a little bit. And then we'll be done. Good class, guys. Lay back. Let's bring our left thigh towards our torso and open up that hip. The right ankle just above the right knee. Press it open. And breathe. And then maybe you're going to bring your right thigh in and up, flex your feet. And I want you to rock side to side. You can use your left elbow to press that left hip open. You can straighten up your right leg if your hamstrings need more stretching. If it's the hips that tight, keep your knee at this right angle and start to push inward. You're going to feel the left hip open more. Flex the feet. You can rock if you want or just hang out. Stretching your glutes. Can you relax into this? This is one of the best stretches for sciatica, or if you've been sitting too much, stretch out your hips. One more breath. And then bring that foot down. Let's do the other side. So right thigh comes in, your right ankle just above the left knee, and then you open up that right hip. Use your hand, press it out. Now you can stay there. Or maybe you bring your other thigh in and up. This is my surgical hip, I'm not there yet. So I'm just going to stay here and open. But you can, just like on the other side, you bring your thigh in and up and hold that. Like I say, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting better. Each exhale, see if you can relax into that tight spot. Each inhale, breathe breath into the tight spot. And then each exhale, let it go. One more breath. And now let's unwind. Let's straighten up our legs. Let's inhale. Keep your navel and your ribs in and down as you bring your arms up over your head. I want you to interlace your hands and flip the palms back. And inhale, stretch and press through the heels. First, press through the right heel. And then come back. And then press through the left heel. And then come back. And then press both hands out. And then bring your arms up, let them go. I want you to walk your feet to the right. And then wiggle your shoulders to the right. So you've got this banana shape going on. And let's bring the left arm up over the head. Look right. Breathe into the side here. Couple more breaths. Just giving some opening here. We did some of this earlier with triangle, but just giving one more final stretch to the spine. And then bring that arm down. Bring your feet back to center. Now walking the heels towards the other end and bringing the left shoulder. So now we've got this arc going on our right side, and then bringing the arm up maybe. This side for me doesn't want to do that, so I'm just going to keep my shoulder down. But wherever you're feeling that stretch in this right side, breathe into the ribs. And then as you exhale, sink, soften, soften, soften. And 2 more breaths. And then walk your shoulders back to center, walk your feet back to center. And let's bring our feet to the mat, thighs in, rock. And then bring your head to meet your knees or towards your knees. In a nice ball, flex your feet. And then come down. Choose your way to be in Shavasana. Straight legs, knees bent, pillow under the thighs, legs up the chair. That's a nice one too, legs up the wall. So if you're doing legs up the wall, what I want to emphasize is that you pretend this is a wall, this ledge of my fireplace. I want my right hip right up on that wall. And then you're going to swing your legs up, keeping your sacrum right near that wall. And then the legs come up. So remember that, hip right up towards the wall. So wherever you're at, get comfortable. And I'll guide you through a little bit of a relaxation. I'll put my little yoga guy on. I use this in class a lot. Oh, I don't want green. Let's do the pretty royal blue. There, that one. Finish. Turn the lights off. You guys get comfortable. And breathe. Nice deep breath. Feel the breath enter the nose. Feel the temperature of the breath. And as you exhale, feel the air as it comes out. It's a little warmer. So breathing deeply into the navel. And then long, slow breath out. Start to feel the body get heavy. Notice the back of the head. Let it be heavy. Let your eyes get really heavy in their sockets and allow the teeth also to separate a little, the back teeth. Notice your jaws, nice and soft, your cheeks are soft. And breathing into the right shoulder, breathing in. And as you exhale, let the right shoulder, the shoulder blade, all of the right arm sink down. And then breathing into the left shoulder girdle, the left arm, breathing in. And then the exhales, letting that whole left shoulder sink down to the mat. And breathing into the navel. And as you exhale, right between your shoulder blades, let that area soften. And breathing in. And as you exhale, feel the low back soften as the belly softens. And breathing in. Let the whole right glute, the right leg get heavy as you breathe out. And breathing in. And letting the whole left glute, the whole left leg get heavy and let it sink. And breathing into the navel. As you exhale, let the pelvis, both legs get heavier. And just stay here and breathe. Exhale, sink deeper onto the floor. Let everything go. No tension in the face. No tension in the shoulders or the neck. No tension in the belly or the hips. And no tension in the legs or the feet. Feel your body breathing itself. Keep your focus on the breath. Feel the inhale as it enters. And feel the exhale as the breath exits, releasing tension. So as we start to come out of Shavasana, start to deepen your breath. Start to bring movement into the hands by pointing and flexing the wrists and circling the wrists. Maybe open and close your fingers. And do the same for the feet. Point and flex the feet. Circle the ankles. Maybe opening the toes and squishing them and opening. Now roll over in fetal on one side or the other. Stay there for a couple breaths. And then using that top arm, press yourself up to seated. Very good job today. All right. Let's close our eyes. Bring your hands to your heart in Namaste Mudra. And bow your chin to your chest. So we'll end class with sound today. So like we started with the Om. Let's end class with that. We'll do 3. Take a deep breath. Thank you for joining Chester and I today. Namaste. Thank you. Did you notice that each time I said that, Chester spoke? So it must have meant something to her in cat language. Huh, baby? Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. And thank you for those that are supporting me with your contributions, your donations. I have a Zelle account through Chase, and I have a PayPal account. So thank you. Have a good evening. See you next time. Hopefully this will click off. There it goes.